Me wearing a ponytail for 2 videos in a row. So as you can see, I'm not wearing makeup, and that's because in my last video, the Not a Mukbang podcast, I talked about my makeup routine, which is just 3 things and it's really not complicated, but I thought I would actually show you what I do and what I was talking about in the podcast. As you can see, I have the dark circles I was talking about underneath my eyes, and then above my eyes is just kind of dark. The entire area is just kind of dark and sunken in, which makes me look more tired than I am. So we're going to start off with the concealer that I was talking about. This is Born This Way by Too Faced. I'm going to do this because that's what all the beauty YouTubers do, and I want to feel cool. But seriously, this is the best concealer that I've ever found. It's super thick, and it even says it's a multi-use sculpting concealer. This is the thickest concealer ever. But it matches my skin. This is actually in mocha. I guess I'm a Starbucks drink. So for $30 you get this much, which is actually quite a lot given that this is about the size of like some foundations. And when you open it, it has this little applicator stick. And like I said before, it's super thick, so you don't actually need to put on that much. So what I usually do is, there's a mirror by the way, which is why I'm looking off screen. I usually just put 3 on the bottom, like so. 1 on top of my eyelid. But the eyelid thing, like I was talking about in the podcast, was what the girl at Sephora told me to do if I really wanted to get a better even look. Because I went in and I was like, I need to hide these dark circles. So she said if I put it on my eyelid, it would even out my eye. And she's so right, and it definitely works. The only problem with putting it above your eye is that it can crease a little bit. So just kind of be aware of that. It looks super messy. I don't know how to do makeup properly, so I just have this brush. I usually go in with the brush, and then I follow it up with a sponge and like really pat it in and kind of blend it out. That's my blending process. So I'm sure there's a better way of doing this. Again, I'm really not great at makeup. This is just what I've done that works, and I think most of us, when we find something that works, is what we do for the rest of our lives. So right away, I should have left this side blank so you could have seen, but you can kind of see, because I haven't blended it in, just the difference between these sides, because it just evens out everything so nicely. I'm gonna move to the other side real quick and blend that in. A lot of blending, it's not gonna look perfect, but we're gonna get there. Yeah, I got these dark circles in high school because I used to get like 3 hours of sleep, and they haven't gone away since. So I thought maybe once I got to college and I was getting more sleep, and even after, it would be better, but it doesn't seem like it has helped because I just live with these now. So kids, if there are any kids watching, make sure you get sleep, because otherwise, when you grow up, the consequences of not getting enough sleep are going to haunt you. And then you can buy concealer to cover them up. And then with the same stick, I have not re-dipped this into the concealer. I just put a little bit underneath my eyes and a few on the spots around my face. And now I can just blend them in a little bit. I did all of this with just 1 dip into the concealer. So you really don't need a lot. That's what the girl at Sephora told me too. She was like, you do not need to use a lot. Just a little bit will go a long way. And she's absolutely right. That also means it's going to take a very long time for me to finish this entire bottle of concealer. And there you have it. The base is done. And this concealer is the most expensive item I'm using, because the next thing I put on is just eyeliner. This is a pen eyeliner from NYC. So literally drugstore. And for my normal kind of look, I don't even do a wing. I just put on eyeliner. I don't know how other people put on eyeliner. I don't really know if I do it right. All I try to do is I just try to hug it as close to my lash line the entire time, and then go up from there. The faces you make while doing makeup, your mouth just opens. You don't need your mouth to be open to put on eyeliner, but you know, it just does. So that's one eye. Like I said, I'm not even doing a wing. It's not even fancy. This is not fancy. None of this is fancy. The only fancy thing was the concealer. So some people put on eyeliner with their eye half open. I can't do that. I just, I'm just like I'm a close, and we're gonna go with whatever happens. Although I'm not super twitchy usually. And if you are super twitchy, I would say, I think hugging your lash line is the best. I'm sure that's probably what most people do anyway, but it gets you the thinnest line so that if you mess up and you have to go thicker, it doesn't look as bad as if you had started thick and you messed up and you have to go thicker. You know what I mean? That's my philosophy. And that's it. Literally just putting on eyeliner, and I even cheated because I used pen eyeliner and not liquid eyeliner, which is harder. So, you know, this is what you would call easy mode. The last thing I have is this Bare Mineral... I actually have never read this. Let me tell you the story of how I got this. This is a Bare Minerals Lash Domination Volumizing Mascara. And this has like quinoa in it or something. Like, it's like fancy. But I got this because they came to my college once and my friend picked up their like gift bag they were giving out during finals. And they had like a lipstick and a mascara. And I didn't go because I was dumb and I didn't go. But she wanted to keep the lipstick and she didn't really want the mascara. And so she gave it to me, and that's how I got this free mascara. So I wish I could tell you the price point, because this is $30. This is like, I don't know, $9.99. It's a drugstore thing. It's NYC brand. And this I have absolutely no clue because I got it from my friend who got it for free. Anyway, now time for the mascara. The reason I put on mascara is because usually when I'm putting on my concealer, it gets on my eyelashes. You might actually be able to see some of it there. And honestly, it's just much easier to put on mascara than try to wipe it off my eyelashes. And plus, mascara just kind of adds a little something. I don't know if there's a way you're supposed to do this. I close my eye over it and then just wiggle. I am not certified to be giving any kind of makeup lessons, so I don't really know what I'm trying to do with this video. I'm just telling you what I do that works. And if it works for you, please let me know in the comments down below or tweet me at NoxOwl. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. That can't be copyright claimed. That I was just saying words. There was not even a tune to that one. They can't get me. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And the last bonus item is this Burt's Bees Tinted Chapstick in Rose. Rose is the tinted chapstick color that actually stays on my lips or shows up on my lips because I have darker lips. But this is kind of the last thing I'll add. And then my hair just comes down like so. I'm ready to film a video. Right. Well, I would be ready to film a video. I hope that this little guide was helpful to anyone. I'm not really sure. It's not that complicated. Clearly, it doesn't look like I've done that much anyway. This is just what I do to get ready for videos, or just, you know, if I'm going out and it's not like a fancy occasion, I just need like a base level of makeup. This is about what I do. I might change out the lip color and I'll actually put on lipstick instead. But the concealer kind of makes for an eyeshadow in a way. It just kind of like lightens up, so it looks like I'm wearing like a light eyeshadow that just matches my skin tone. This is what I want my everyday look to be, but I don't wear makeup enough for it to actually be my everyday look. But, you know, this is like what we're going for. This is the goal. One day I'll actually wear this every day and not be lazy about it. But today's not that day. Again, concealer, mascara, eyeliner, and Burt's Bees Tinted Chapstick if you want to get a little fancy with it. Actually, if you're getting fancy, wear lipstick, but you know. Thumbnail. Anyway, like I said, I'm not an expert. I don't really know how to do makeup the right way, but I think most normal people who aren't like beauty YouTubers or makeup artists know how to do anything the right way. We're just kind of doing what works for us. So I thought in this video I'd share what works for me. And if it works for you, please let me know in the comments or on Twitter at NoxOwl. I would love to hear anything you guys have to say about it. But with that, I'll see you in the next video where I won't be doing my makeup in the dark. See, now I have this whole face of makeup on that I just have to take off because I'm not even filming another video because I didn't plan this out better, and that's just how it's gonna be, I guess.